All right, guys, this is continuing from the videos of food plot establishment. Today I'm up here at the island. It has rained at least 1.5 inches, so we don't have moisture problems currently, but I want to talk about establishments. So I'm showing you multiple examples of soil causing fantastic establishment, soil that may be a little slower to get going, and soil that is just flat out taking forever. So we have many different examples, and here we are. Guys, the island was planted first, and yet we are so far behind. The barn is rapidly catching this. The video you've seen, that that kind of that part one where I showed you the main plot in the barn, this has been an additional 4 days past this video. So the island has 4 more growing days beyond the first video, and this is what you see. It's not going to be much longer. That food plot at the barn is going to surpass this. So I'm giving you 3 different examples of soil that is becoming really good, which you saw how fast that established. And we're dealing with this. This is the lowest quality soil on the farm as far as the food plotting goes. But if you step off of this plot, all that you see, as far as you can see on this ridge, all the way around is even worse. So now you know why that if you've ever seen places logged off and sometimes you see a rapid regeneration of a forest, it's generally better ground. In this case, this place has been logged at least 3 times that I know of in 100 and something years. The regrowth has become slower, and slower. Now, areas where they leave a lot of tree tops, just want the log and leave the tops, that takes a long time for that nutrient to get back into the soil. There's trees still laying here that's been on the ground for 40 years, and they still haven't rotted out. So it's going to be a long cycle of trying to flush those nutrients back in, which can really hurt your soil quality. Well, here's what happens when you have poor soil quality. Yes, the island is better. Don't get me wrong. This is filling in better. Even this green here, it's actually filled in a little thicker than when I last showed you. So I see, quite a bit of greenery popping up there. But it's weak compared to the other food plots I've set out. So some of you will be running into problems like this, and you think that it's just terrible time getting food plots established when you've got a lot of things against you up here trying to establish. This is the reason I planted this place first. This is always going to take the longest until one of a few things happens. A couple more trees get removed out of here, which this one is slowly getting there. I've got at least a third of that top to die out now. I'm hoping that tree falls, to be honest with you, and just so I can remove it. But some of these trees are going to have to be gone. I'm going to have to keep addressing the nutrition problem, or sunlight is going to have to find a better way to improve itself beyond the food plot. So some of these trees out here would either need to break limbs out to thin the tops out, maybe fall over. There's certain things that's just going to happen, or that need to happen. And also the organic matter here is the lowest on the farm as far as the readings go. And it needs to be above 5% to really help this food plot out. So I'm having a lot of water retention issues. And this is what happens when you're trying to establish plots. Would I consider this an established plot? It's had the longest run of the other food plots. The answer is absolutely not. And there has been some plant die-off occurring. and it has been right over there. I've also seen one little spot in here that's had some die off, and of course the typical culprit, although this is nowhere near as bad. So at least this part here is better, but there's still a couple spots beyond this back corner that has showed some die off in plants, like right here. There should be some baby clover. Well, there was, and some of it died. Now that could be from turkeys. I just run a whole bunch of them out of my food plot, about 45 to 50 birds, trying to eat more seed than I put out. That's a big no-no for me right now, and I'll have to keep running them out until they can get established. But there's clover here that did not make it. And there's some turnips and brassicas that did not survive as well. Now the cereal rye, wheat, and oats has done pretty good. The worst spot over there has had just about every species die in it. So I'm kind of taking note of that, and I'll probably put out some more fertilizer in this place. I mean, I've still got nutrients to raise. Also, you know, there's more big rocks in here that I'd like to keep getting out of here. I've already picked at least another 10 rocks as big as basketballs out of here after this last tilling. So there's areas that will get big time root improvement, others maybe not so much. You know, this here's looking stronger, has a better chance to establish, but everything up here is tiny. Now these open areas from a distance do look better, right? We have better lighting out here, and we have taller plants. Plants are looking pretty green. Can't really complain too much about that, but if this ground's really better, this buckwheat should be showing a lot stronger look. It's very thin, very small. I see tons of browse in here. I mean, they're really hitting this rye and wheat and oats, but this buckwheat just ain't cutting it. So we're going to have to keep raising the bar in here until I can overcome this poor soil. So keep that in mind, guys. Sometimes, you know, it's not necessarily you that's causing the problem. It's just soil. And if your soil does not agree with you, then it's not going to produce for you. So we have to change our mindset and be patient. Some of this here did die off, and it's going to require just a little more seed to be put back in here. That's fine. It happens. Other places in here, there's a nice little carpet of greenery that I set out in there. So just be patient with soil like this. That doesn't mean you give up. You just keep planting, and these planting cycles will help over time. Add whatever nutrients you need to, and you'll see a vast improvement with this plot. So I think this area, as far as trying to establish, is turning the corner to where it can be done quicker. This is probably, I know for a fact this is the best germination rate that I've had starting off with the first wave. I mean, this is fantastic signs. Even over here, we have green all the way to the corner right now. So as long as that type of sign is occurring that I can see, the odds of establishing a plot faster will increase with time. And now that it's gotten this rain, I think this will help out its survival odds, because now we're fighting leaf drop. Sunlight is increasing in here, so this should start responding any day to more light. But we'll have to just wait and see how well this ground performs. Like I said in the island update, it started off really strong, but I was questioning myself, how long will that strength last? And it's already starting to slow down. All right, guys, you have a great day, and I hope you like these videos. Hit that like and subscribe button, and getting ready to start hunting this place. Muzzleloader open soon. I've already had several visiting bucks. I will provide some videos for you on that. I've also had some visiting does, which I've talked about, that need some serious help. All right, guys, you have a great one.